Welcome to session 2 of this RSVP.ie partnership with the D4 Clinic. I'm psychologist, clinical hypnotherapist Jason O'Callaghan, the founder of the D4 Clinic in Dublin. Our first session that you may have done has related to relaxation and clinical hypnosis, and a session that allows you to maybe power down a little bit. Today's session is about managing your anxiety during this current situation. There's a number of points that you need to look at when managing your anxiety at the moment, because everybody looks at anxiety differently. People sort of bundle in anxiety, depression, stress all into the same category. And it's important to notice that stress is something that we're maybe going through at the moment during this time with the COVID virus. It's a stressful time for a lot of people, but it will pass. It's not a permanent lifestyle that we have to adapt. Depression tends to be something that's more long-term, maybe a chemical imbalance or some trauma from childhood. It tends to be more prolonged and can be helped through medication and therapy. And then anxiety is what we're going to be talking now. It's what that feeling you kind of get in your chest at the moment, especially when we watch the news, especially when we see what's going on around the world. There is a number of mechanisms. The relaxation therapy that we did yesterday, we're going to be doing more of that tomorrow. A longer session, a 10-minute session on relaxation for you to help to manage your anxiety. But there is things you can do as well as that. First thing is to exercise. Now, I'm not talking about going to the gym. Obviously, we can't do that type of stuff at the moment, but getting out for a walk, maybe, even if it's going around the block, even if it's just going down to your local park for a couple of minutes, staying within the 2-kilometer limit that we have, but maybe just going for a quick walk, even pop down to your local shops to get some milk. It's just about getting out, really. You know what I mean? Staying in the house, really, as much as we have to stay in the house and socially isolate, it's very important that we do get some exercise as well and get our mind cleared. So number one, every day on your to-do list, I want you to start planning. First off, I want you to get out of bed. Very important. Don't sort of slumber there for hours and hours and hours just because we haven't got to go to work. It's very important to have a bit of a routine during this time. So set your alarm, get up out of bed at a certain time. Have a decent breakfast for yourself. Plan and organise a nice breakfast for yourself. Don't turn the news on straight away. There's a thing about watching the news too much, and I'll come back to that in a second. So after you've had your breakfast, I want you to go and have your shower and get dressed, then maybe go for a quick walk, make a list of things you got to do. Do a few different things. Maybe make a phone call to some friends, maybe prepare a meal for later on that evening, prep if you're going to be doing a bigger meal later on. There's an awful lot of stuff as relation to TV, as I said, that people are doing. We're all watching too much television, and not in a good way as regards news programs. So it's time to stop that. It's okay to watch the main bulletins and keep up to date. It's very important. But it's not essential to be watching the news 24 hours a day on Sky or BBC, even RTE. It's not essential. Watch the main bulletins. That's fine. You won't miss out on anything. It's also important to do things that you like to do at the moment. Now, no, we're obviously limited to what we can and can't do at the moment. So if you're someone who likes to read, use this time to read. If you've got children, use this time where you're not working, 60 hours a week to spend time to do things with your children, to plan things with them. It's difficult for them as well, even stuff you can do in your back garden with them. So diet is very important. Make sure, not to diet, but to a healthier diet. If you're living on Red Bull and bags of crisps every day, you're not going to feel that great. So make sure you have a healthy, balanced diet. Make sure you do some light exercise. Make sure you keep away from the news as much as you can, watch the essentials, but that's it. Start to do things each day that you enjoy to do. Get up, get dressed, have your shower, go for your walk, maybe read a little bit, maybe get a newspaper if that's what you're into, talk to friends and family on the phone or do Skype sessions, do a relaxation session like we've done or we're doing on this program here. It's about doing stuff to help do as much as you can, plan and organize your day. That's really what the key is to getting through to this. Being organized is really the key. And as I said, all of us are in this together. So dealing with anxiety is relevant to each one of us. We're all dealing with it in different ways. Once we follow the guidelines, we're going to get through this. Everything's going to be fine. You can do a free session of relaxation on our website, d4clinic.ie. So pop onto that now. You get a free 20-minute session. You can do it as often as organized as you want each day into your day. Plan it, organize it, 20 minutes to do this. You can do it 10 times a day if you want to. So you need to be organized, and that's really what I'm trying to get across to you here is, first thing, as I said, get up, get dressed. Second thing, get a nice breakfast, get out for a little walk, plan your day, read your book, watch your movie, play with your kids, organize your meals, talk to friends on the phone. There's a lot of things you can do, but staying and being organized is really the key to get through this. Our next session tomorrow is going to be a full 10-minute relaxation session. So tune in for that, and we look forward to talking to you then. Jason, psychologist in the D4Clinic.ie. I hope you're going to get through this like I am. We'll get through this together, and it's going to be absolutely fine.